Welcome back to FilmFloggers. We review films and flog dead horses, so you don't have to. Is this week's film choice a complete waste of your viewing time? Much like flogging/beating dead horses, get it? Please head over to www.filmfloggers.com to check out all of our previous floggings. And while you're there, maybe hang out for a while, look around and vote for our next film. Click on vote, or visit www.filmfloggers.com/vote. Are you an idiot? If so, please check out our Idiot's Guide to Reviewing Us, where even a big dummy like you can leave us a red-hot review. Here at FilmFloggers, we pride ourselves on offering 1-star content with 5-star effort. Once on the website, please click on Idiot's Guide, or visit us at www.filmfloggers.com/review-us. That should have been Idiot's Guide. My fault, I didn't change the URL. Annoying. Once again, filmfloggers.com/review-us. Believe it or not, we now have a Patreon. I know what you're thinking. You have the audacity to ask us to pay to receive more of this. Pause for dramatic effect. Yes. We have a Patreon exclusive show called Nitpickers. I think you'll like it. Please visit www.filmfloggers.com/support-us. Again, that hyphen is annoying, should have removed it. Or head straight to our Patreon page. Patreon.com/filmwafflers. No idea why I did film wafflers. Another mistake. Where you can support us for as little as £1 British or $1.50. And while you're on the website, punch that big purple subscribe button and tell a friend about the vlog. Wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, mistress, your nan, granddad, your kids. They can tell their friends. They can tell their friends at school about the vlog. But in all seriousness, this really helps the podcast grow and enables us to enrich or ruin the lives of the hundreds of millions of earlobes we haven't reached yet. Hi, it's Ben here from FilmFloggers. This is going to be short and snappy, to the point, no waffling, hopefully. So, FilmFloggers have set themselves the absolutely ludicrous challenge of attempting to release 31 horror films during the 31 days of October in celebration of the big day, which is, of course, Halloween. I'm delighted to announce that we've been able to partner up with Head in the Game. Delivered by the charitable football club, Head in the Game is a project that is committed to increasing positive mental health in men between the ages of 25 to 55. Supported by qualified football and talk club coaches, every session will have a focus on men's mental health and well-being, and will provide an outlet in a secure and trusted environment. Please, if you get the chance, do head over to headinthegame.co.uk. Click on the About Us page. You can then see the aims and objectives and a little bit more info on what they're all about. If you like what you see and you're feeling generous, please head over to the Donate tab. There you'll find out a bit more information on where your donations will go and how it will help more men get involved with this fantastic project. So if you are in a position to donate, please donate whatever you can. FilmFloggers will be donating £2 per episode. So £62, not a bad figure. But this is also another way that you can help Head in the Game and help FilmFloggers get a few more downloads, because bloody hell, we need them. So if we can reach 1,000 downloads during the month of October, FilmFloggers will top up that amount to £100. So even if you have absolutely no interest in listening to us, just go on one of the episodes or just go on all the episodes, download them. That will then pop up on our website. FilmFloggers gets more downloads and takes us one step closer to podcast world domination. And, of course, the Head in the Game project receives more money, which means that we can get more men involved. Okay, that's enough from me. Enjoy 31 days of horror vlog, Flogoween, Vlogtober. All the links and all the relevant details will be found in all of the episode notes. Happy Halloween, everyone. Cheers. Hello, hello.
Fuck off.
Well, I hope doing that hasn't messed it up. Stopping it to then listen back.
Why would that have messed it up?
I don't know. Why was it messed up last time?
I don't know.
Horrible.
I'm fed up with this.
That was horrible. Listening to that. That was a good episode as well. I think that was a really decent episode. But hey, it happens. Probably been quite lucky, actually, considering. You hear about these horror stories all the time. People recording episodes and the file gets corrupted or doesn't record properly. And other than Tom just not plugging his microphone in and not pressing record several times, we've actually been quite lucky.
And the sound.
What do you mean, the sound?
You always moan about the sound with everyone. Noise cancellation and stuff.
Yeah, well, that was lucky. I'll just check that now, actually.
Yeah, the noise gate is off, everyone.
Well, I had it back on again because I was fiddling around with it again.
He's fiddling with it now as we speak.
Right. Should be off.
Right.
Well, because I was fiddling around with it because I think we need to put it on for Twitch. I don't mind as much if it cuts off a little bit. Well, it's a good bit of kit. And because it's built into the Rodecaster, it's like, well, that's great. That's what you want. But it's too aggressive. It just cuts off. I was listening back to the City of God episode. It's just horrendous. Awful. Just kept cutting you off.
Right.
It's stressful when you're recording an episode and that's what you're hearing.
It is very
stressful.
stressful.
I know I'm going to be the one having to listen to it for another 4 hours afterwards.
I know. I can sympathise with that. So what are we doing? Oh, wait, hold on. Housekeeping,
the episodes
Ben.
are all out of place, aren't they?
Oh.
So this will get released God knows when.
Well, I think we were planning on doing Oktoberfest again. You're not saving it for then?
Well, is it good enough to say for Oktoberfest? Flogtoberfest, you mean?
Oh, yeah. It's a long time ago since it was October.
The annual Flogtoberfest.
Well, you've
You
only
must
done
know.
one.
Everyone else knows.
Right.
Sorry?
So you're doing Flogtoberfest.
Yes. Probably not as aggressive as last year because I just haven't got it in me.
You lost a will to live a little bit last year.
Could I do it? Well, no. I probably can't do it because I don't think I'm going to be able to get the episodes together.
But we're in August.
I know, but I've got to rely on Tom. I've got to rely on you. I could maybe try and do some solo ones. Yeah, I'm going to try and do a solo
I think
one.
you should try and do a solo one. I think you'd be all right doing a solo one.
Well, no, I'm sure I'll be phenomenal, yeah. There's no doubt. I'm no
God,
doubting
you're such a big-headed idiot.
doubting my ability to do a solo one. But it's just, ultimately, I don't really want to.
Oh, Jesus, imagine the waffling. There's no one
that's
up
what
here.
I'm saying. I've got, I've got pages of notes for a film that we're going to do today, but I'm like, oh, Jesus. So a solo one would probably be ideal because I could sit here by myself, be left alone.
For 10 hours.
Have all this stuff how I want it, not have to worry about anyone else fucking up.
Well, I don't fuck up,
And
Ben.
if it turns out to be a shit episode, I was like, well, that's your fault. So it's fine.
I'd listen to you,
And I
think.
could have all my notes just there and I could go, I've got so many notes. Yeah, why haven't I done it? Why have I actually delayed doing that? I'd have no one moaning.
That'd be me.
Yeah.
Well, then, next film.
I don't want to prolong these episodes because ultimately I'm the one who's got to edit them. So if it goes over an hour, you want to keep them to about an hour.
Yeah, and you probably want to keep the intro to about 2 minutes.
So I can understand that they go over an hour a lot of the time because I like to waffle on a bit.
Yeah.
So it's my fault if they go longer, but then it's just me. They go
just you waffling.
If it goes 4 hours, it's fine. Well, it's just okay. I've chosen to waffle for 4 hours. But
Yeah, I'm not going to be
you
quiet.
sitting there going like, tapping your fucking wrist, going like,
I have it on. It's fully charged.
I know Tom, he starts to probably around the 50-minute mark. He starts to go. You can tell he just wants to wrap up sometimes.
Yeah.
Which is just off-putting. So all right, yeah. I'll just put those other points in the bin. I've got another 2 pages here. Anyway, yeah, okay, Tom, final thoughts? Fuck's sake.
Right, so going forward, Ben's going to do his own. He's going to be a film vlog.
Right, so I should release this episode quite soon and so people are aware.
Well, see how it goes first.
So I need to get this out soonish to then let everyone know that I may start doing solo ones rather than I release a solo one randomly and all the listeners have not heard it being spoken about in the previous episode or in this episode to go, oh God, that should be exciting. I look forward to that.
Not sure about exciting is the word. I think that might be the wrong
It's
word.
a long intro again.
Yeah, as usual.
Which film should I do first? Solo.
So we tried to do The Prestige,
Yep.
2 weeks ago now, and it didn't go very well. Well, the episode itself was excellent. Very interesting points.
Pretty good, yeah.
Very interesting topic. Ben was questioning and doubting himself all because of me, and it got binned because of the fucking mother box. Well, we think it was the mother box.
No, well, I don't know. Maybe it was the software. Don't know.
I reckon he could have salvaged it.
No, I don't think so. Oh dear. Can't get rid of it, Fiona. God, look at that face.
I'm really sniffly, sorry.
I can't get rid of that because of the mic blade, so I have to keep that in. Brilliant.
Excuse me, bless me.
Okay, this is
so housekeeping.
Let
Ben.
me just check the Hindenburg quickly.
No,
just in case.
Just in case. I thought you were using different. Oh, actually, I don't know. I don't want to know.
What happened with that one? I must have just forgotten to. I don't know. God knows. Well, it's getting changed all the time, isn't it? Because I'm changing it. I was changing it before for recording the Soprano stuff with that clown, and then I've got
Who's the clown?
Twitch. It's getting changed for that a little bit. So it's just too many buttons are getting pressed. Right, we're 8 minutes in already, so let's go. Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. Oh, we haven't got to housekeeping yet.
Well, that was kind of housekeeping. Solo episodes. I'm going to give it a go. Give it a bash.
Fine. Anything else you want to put into the housekeeping?
The Prestige episode, yeah.
Yeah, we spoke about that.
This is our 3rd ghost film. Is that right?
Well, we did Ghost.
Yeah. Casper.
Oh, we did Casper.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Did you do Ghostbusters with somebody?
No.
Oh, no, that must have been Casper I was thinking of then.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah. About right.
I've got why, ? Casper sucked.
Because I picked it. I liked it.
Ghosts can't face the truth. Not all have. Oh, right, yeah.
Feel as though you do these notes and you don't even know what you know.
Well, just because I just write stuff and then sometimes I put bits next to it to go, oh, that's what I want to say about them. Sometimes I just sort of forget.
Yeah, you forget a lot, unfortunately.
Well, I have a lot of notes. I have a lot of ideas.
Oh, okay.
Hence
Well, maybe you should condense them down just to the most important notes.
The thing to do going forward.
It's going to last for
I've got a lot of energy for this episode, actually.
Yeah,
Let's
I
get
can
it
tell.
done. Let's get
right,
it done.
What are we doing, Ben?
Yes, come on. You can do it.
We're doing The Sixth Sense. 8.1 on the IMDb.
You're looking at 2 different pages of notes.
Yeah.
Did you get it right?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
I did, because I knew it wasn't right when I write, because I always write.
Yeah, you need to start getting that right, because people probably think we're doing this for effect.
IMDb.
People probably think we're putting it on.
I'm
Going
not.
like, Fiona, don't forget to get the older IM letters the wrong way around, because it's funny.
Well, actually, if you look at my notes, I actually have on my original notes from
Is there a reason why it's taking you this long to get the letters
Amazon.
right?
It's IMBD, because BD should be first. B should be before D. I don't know how it
According
works.
to the alphabet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But in this instance,
So anyhow.
they're the wrong way around.
So
aren't they?
8.1 score, which is actually quite good.
That is very good, isn't it?
Who's it directed by, Ben?
Oh, you tell me, Fiona. You tell me, please.
M.
Like to hear.
Night Shyamalan.
Is that your best go, is it?
Well, Shyamalan was my
M.
other
Night
one.
Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
That's what I've always called him.
M. Night Shyamalan. And what's he famous for, Ben? What other
Shyamalan.
films? What other films does he
Oh,
do?
loads.
Like-
Loads.
Examples, please.
Loads of twisty films.
Ooh.
Should we talk briefly about his best and worst twists? Well, actually,
Well, I don't really know much about them.
right, well, saying that, maybe not actually talk about them specifically. Just say some of his films and then we can go, oh, has that got a good twist or has that got a bad twist? I've seen, a good chunk of them.
The Village. That's the one with the blind girl, right?
What's that?
Going
Well,
into the woods or something. I can't remember.
It's not a bad twist, I suppose. The thing is, though, with this was old M. Night Shyamalan's breakthrough film. I think he did one before.
He did too, which flopped.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah, you'd know.
Mm-hmm. Don't know the names of them.
Isn't it annoying? I see, looking at you now, the microphone, I'd like it a little bit closer to the mouth, but it sounds like it's okay.
It's
I
fine.
probably have to turn up the volume post-production, which is a little bit annoying. Again, an issue with having a co-host. I've got to worry about their audio as well as mine.
Right, Ben, we are talking about...
But during the Twitch stream, it's just you're not getting picked up at all. I think because you are just too close to my mic.
Yes.
That's probably the issue.
That is the issue, Ben. We should try the next one, putting your mic just a little bit further in between the two of us.
Oh, no, we're not. No. But it's just annoying.
Anyhow.
It's annoying because you have to, on the Twitch stream, it seems you have to really, well, not too close, but you have to get closer. And for some reason, you have a real problem with it.
Yes, I do, because I don't like it shoved in my fucking mouth, Ben. Especially when I'm trying to play a game.
Yeah. Yeah, you get really into the game, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I dribble on my mic sometimes.
Right. Twist.
I'm dying to the game. Split. I haven't seen Split,
Village.
but I really want to... Oh,
Sorry, what I was saying is before I went off there, I was saying that it was quite hard for old M. Night Shyamalan. Where was he going to go from this? Because this was, watching it now, it was like, it's tricky because you watch it now and you think, really?
I enjoyed it.
Obviously, I would have watched this for the first time when I was, I don't know, like 10 or 11 maybe. So probably not even understand what's going on. Even when you get the twist at the end, you're like, what? Oh, what's he doing? What is he? Yeah. So fine. Similar to The Prestige, it's interesting to think about what would have been the reaction when you first watched it. How many people would have gone like, well, he's clearly a ghost. Like, what's? Really? And in The Prestige is more clever. So at the end, when it's revealed what happens in The Prestige, you're like, oh yeah, okay. When you rewatch it, it's like, well, of course, gosh, look at all these clues that have been presented. What does Michael Caine say? I've got it. You're not really looking for it because you want to be fooled. That kind of concept where it's pretty blatantly obvious. There's loads of clues old M. Night throws during the film, and it's just too obvious. That's the point, isn't it? A lot of people may have worked at it and gone like, well, I've got a feeling he might be a ghost here. But can it be that easy? Nah, there's got to be more to it than that. No, it can't be. That'd be too obvious. So even if you work it out, you don't think it's that because it's just too obvious.
When I was younger watching it, I remember thinking that Cole was the ghost for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Oof, that'd have been a twist, wouldn't it?
But just a little bit of trivia for you on this point.
Please.
Do you know the way Bruce is a child psychologist? In the early stages of script writing, he was actually a crime scene photographer. And then they changed to child psychologist. I'm not really sure how it would have worked, because that would have meant Cole would have had to been there for crime scene pictures.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have made sense.
Well, yeah, and then also the bit about the kid at the start who obviously shoots him.
Oh, yes.
And the whole point of the film is that he...
Donnie Wahlberg.
He couldn't...
Mark's brother.
Yeah.
I've got another bit of trivia.
Wahlberg.
Another bit of trivia on
That's
him.
how I was saying it.
He lost 43 pounds for that role.
Did he?
He did.
He was looking pretty slim, yeah.
Vincent Gray.
Old Donnie Wahlberg.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying?
You're really not into this, Ben. I'm really getting that vibe.
What was I saying? God.
I don't know, Ben.
No, the whole point of the film, if it was the whole crime photographer, because he's still on Earth because he's obviously got not unanswered. He's got things to resolve with his wife, and he wants to help this boy because he didn't help old Vincent. So this is his chance to redeem himself. So how that worked with that?
Not really sure because it was like a year later, wasn't it? Apparently, it said 12 months later.
Well, is it? I don't know. It doesn't.
So sure.
No, I don't think it said 12 months later. It just said next fall or something. Or
right.
I can't remember the actual words, but so yeah. What is the time period? I don't. Well, saying that because like what's happening with Bruce? What's he doing? He's walking backwards and forwards to this coal guy every day and then going home. How long's he been at home? Walking in every day, going like, "Honey, I'm home." Oh, we're still not talking.
Because he's become so obsessed with his work. He said at the end that he is no longer the man he used to be and his wife doesn't like the man who he's become. Yeah. Because he changed. He was tortured by the fact that he couldn't save Vincent. And then he went out of his way to try and save Cole, who was very similar. Diagnosis of
So he was doing the same thing then, basically.
He was doing the same thing, but he became
obsessed with trying to talk to his wife whilst at the same time doing exactly the same thing he was doing whilst he was alive.
Yeah.
Right. Still,
that's why at the beginning she said to him, I've been second best. And then he says at the end, you were never second best.
I think she was.
I think she was too, personally, but, you know.
You got the thing at the start, haven't you? The whole thing, because it's like a really big deal, isn't it?
Can I just tell everyone my synopsis, please?
I don't think we need a synopsis.
So Michael Crowe is a child psychologist, starts treating a young boy called Cole, who acts as a medium of communication between him and a slew of unhappy spirits.
Fucking hell.
30 seconds, Ben. 30 seconds. Is all it took.
Yeah, because we needed that.
Yeah, and we need you fucking spewing on about other shite.
I didn't hear a
Anyways,
word of that.
we never got on to the other
Didn't hear a word of it. I was talking over it anyway.
Shyamalan's films, Ben.
No one cares.
Split. Twists.
Oh, I'll come back to the opener, right?
Yeah, but this is what we were talking about.
Yes, I know, because then I sort of started.
Yes,
I went on a
I
segue
know.
about
as you usually do.
Where does he go from The Sixth Sense? Because it was a good twist. It was a very good twist. It's one of the most famous twists in cinema, recent cinema, and it's been referenced to death, isn't it, in pop culture? Yes. So even if you've not seen The Sixth Sense,
you know the line.
You know what's going on.
I see dead people.
Yeah, and you know what the setup is.
I haven't seen Split. You have. That's the 24 personalities, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I'd be quite interested to watch. I'd say. I think I might watch that tonight. Yeah, I think I want to watch that.
I've seen it.
Yep, I'm not asking you to watch it with me, Ben.
I'd only rewatch it if I was reviewing it.
Yeah, well, I'm not asking you to rewatch it.
Unless we do an M. Night Shyamalan sort of his filmography. I'm not that fast.
Right, so we move on because I'm going to watch that today.
What's the twisted split?
Well, he's got all these personalities, isn't he? And
that's not a twist, though, is it? We know he's got all these personalities.
He's kidnapped, a couple of kids or something.
It's more twisty,
before the 24th personality is released.
Well,
they need to find him or something before.
It's more twisty in Glass, isn't it? That's the one that brings them all together. So the Unbreakable character, Bruce Willis, Split, and then Glass, where they all come together. That's a bit. There's some more twist in that, I think.
What about Lady in the Water? He won an Oscar for that or something.
I don't think that was very good.
He was nominated for something with that.
Well, I think old M. Night Shyamalan got off to a good start because he had.
Well, he got off to a bad start. He hit his break with The Sixth Sense. He had 2 films, which were literally, he was basically ruining his career.
Oh, right. Okay, right. So from The Sixth Sense onwards.
Yes, his third film.
He had that. Signs. Oh, no, he'd have had Unbreakable would have been next, I think. Signs. And then what's the other one? The Village. I've got a few of them.
Who did the others?
Not M. Night.
All right.
Signs. What's the twist in that? Aliens and water, isn't it, or something? It's all right. Signs. Not bad. There's some decent stuff in there. The Village, yeah, fine, yeah. 4 decent. Unbreakable was decent enough. You seem as
though you don't like M. Night Shyamalan's work.
No, I'm just sort of just on the fly, just thinking about it.
Oh, right, okay. Oh.
So he did those 4, and then I think the next 4 were. So we had stuff like Lady in the Water, which I think was pretty shit. I don't think that was great. I think one of the biggest things in that film, which I remember, is that M. Night pops up as like a writer, and that's a big part of the plot. You know, he makes a cameo in this as the Doctor.
Yes, I've got some trivia on that.
He's a terrible actor. He's not.
So, yes.
Doesn't need to be there, does he? But
Shyamalan's family members, they're mostly all doctors, and that's why he played of a doctor as a tribute to his family.
Oh, that's lovely.
But he immediately regretted this and cut most of the scene because he realised he actually could not act.
Oh, there was more.
Yes, there was more.
That's interesting because he appears in a lot of his other films.
Yeah, he really, really regretted that, apparently, according to
I'm pretty sure he's got an
trivia?
even bigger part in, as I just said, Lady in the Water, and he pops up in some other ones.
Dunno.
So he cut that scene because he thought he was shit at acting, but he then proceeded to pop up in...
Maybe he was just shit at acting as a doctor.
Right.
As a writer, it's quite what he's used to doing, isn't it? It's his forte, really. Well, director,
Well, I think
whatever.
that was kind of the point, wasn't it? It was like, hi, M. Night, great. Look at this script I've written. Oh, it's fantastic. And it's also central to the plot. Yeah.
Right,
All
anyways.
All right,
Shall we?
Shyamalan, Christ.
Would you like to pop back to the opening scene now?
Is that it? Anything else? I was just going to quickly say about The Happening.
Oh, The Happening. He did that.
You sound very excited about The Happening.
I've seen The Happening. No, it's just because I've seen it.
It's an abomination.
I can't remember it, but I've seen it.
It's an embarrassment.
Oh, right. I can't remember it, but I've seen it.
What's it about, Fiona?
I don't know, ghost or something.
Oh, fucking hell.
Popping up out of
Fuck
nowhere.
off.
I don't know.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't know.
You haven't seen it then, have
I
you?
have.
You haven't seen it? What's it about?
I don't know. I can't remember, Ben.
I don't want to hear
It's
it.
like the others. I don't know what that's about, but I'd seen it. The Village, I've seen that, but
What's
I don't
the
know what
others
it's about. Nicole and her kid, they move into a house.
Right, so you know a lot more about that than you do The Happening. What's The Happening about?
I don't know. I can't remember.
'Cause you haven't seen it.
Stuff just happens.
Because you haven't seen it.
I have seen it, Ben.
No, believe me. If you'd seen The Happening, you'd remember.
Let
You'd
me-
remember something of it. You'd at least remember the ending, the twist at the end, because it's just absolutely just grotesque.
Did we not watch it? No, we didn't watch it.
I'd watch it again if I was going to review it.
Why would you watch it again, Ben, if it's so
'cause it
shit?
would probably make a funny review, wouldn't it?
Right. Oh, no, I've never seen it happening.
Fucking hell. Really? No.
A family on the
shock.
run as America is swept by a mysterious toxin in the
What
air.
a shock.
Am I sure I haven't seen it?
Anyway, let's move on.
Oh, I might have seen it.
Yes, The Last Airbender. I haven't seen that, but apparently...
Yeah, Mark's in it. Wahlberg.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah. Anyways, go on. Sorry.
You haven't seen it. Anyway, After Earth, which just looked horrendous with the Smiths. Real problem with the Smiths. Not a fan of the
Will
Smiths.
Smith.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his son.
Yeah, what's his son's name again?
Don't know.
Hmm.
Jaden, isn't it?
Oh, and what's the girl's name?
I don't know.
Okay. And what's the wife's name?
Jada,
Oh,
maybe.
he knows. I don't know that. Cool.
Yeah, not a big Smiths guy.
Why is that?
It's not wise we get into it.
Okay.
Just don't like them.
Okay. Go on.
Don't
Proceed.
like them, especially the wife. Big problem with the wife.
Okay.
She fucking sucks. She fucking stinks.
Okay. Okay.
Leave it at that.
Okay, that's fine. I'll ask you about this off-screen camera.
What was
Whatever.
something to say? I've just
Well,
told
we
I've
on
summed
mic?
it up. Not a fan.
Right.
Will Smith, whatever.
I like him in that film. What's that film? Where his lips swell up.
I don't know. what that is.
Dating.
Hitch.
Hitch.
Well, you know, he's been in some. Yeah, he's obviously he can be a decent enough actor. Anyway, please, no more
Okay,
Smiths.
yeah. Moving on, Ben.
Yes. What have you got?
Right. So
M. Night,
you were talking about
The Sixth Sense. Let's go. What
Okay,
else?
1999. Main actor is Bruce Willis as Malcolm something.
The Visit.
Malcolm Crowe.
The Visit. That's not bad. I think The Visit was a return to form actually for old M. Night.
Right.
Have you seen The Visit? I think,
No,
well,
but you've interrupted me.
I think we've seen it. It's when the kids go and see the grandparents. They go and visit their
Oh
grandparents.
yeah, underneath the ground, and there's not underneath the ground, but like there's this area underneath the ground where they hide.
Yes.
Well, it's not underneath the ground, underneath the house.
Underneath the house, yes.
Yeah, like
yes.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, that's all right. That's pretty creepy.
That's actually all right. And she puts them in the oven, or
Yeah, I
tries to
think
put them in.
yeah,
that's quite-
that's decent. That's
not good, but
that's a good twist.
what's with all the nappies in the
Oh, I can't remember it. I'm sure that nappy.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, not
that's
bad.
quite. It is quite. That
Not
is
bad.
quite quirky. That film, not
Devil.
quirky.
Did he do Devil? That film when the people were in the lift. I don't know if he did. I don't know if he directed Devil. I think he was part of Devil. I don't know how much of an input he had in it. You can hear all that, Fiona.
Oh, I was trying
you may
to
as
be
just
really
pick it up.
quiet.
Yeah. Well, if I can hear it, then
I can hear it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
right. Yes. Okay.
so what's the issue with the opening scene, Ben?
Can you put that down? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
sure.
I always moan about drinking and slurping and making noise, but the thing is, obviously, for us, it's an issue because I can't get rid of it. For other people and other podcasts, if there's slurping and whatever.
Oh, we're back to the woos.
No, I know, but I'm just saying because I know obviously a lot of people. Obviously, you have a drink and do whatever you want,
I'm not allowed to have a drink.
but it's just
Dehydrated
for
here.
us, it's just annoying because I know I can't get rid of it. So if I'm talking and you start slurping, I may be coming up with some really great.
You're the one that
points.
slurps, Ben.
Just saying, in general,
Right.
I can't get rid of it, so it's annoying.
Right, we're like 2 hours in.
Opening, yes.
So do you mean the
Right,
opening
so we're
scene with
getting-
the wife and Anna
We're
and him?
getting the point, aren't we? That he's married to his job, his career.
Yes.
That's what's important. Even though she says this is a big day for us, that's fine.
Yeah, because she's hoping that's going to end. So is that like
Why would that end, though?
is that kind of signified because Is that kind of to signify and give a hint as to why they're having marital problems? That's what I gathered from that when I was looking back. Is because, you know, she's thinking, oh, this is the end. And we're led to believe that there's marital problems throughout after he's been shot. Is it because he's still dedicated to his job? She's hoping that this reward and this recognition that he gets will make him take a back step from being devoted to his job.
I didn't really see it as them having marital problems.
What, when they're not speaking to each other every single occasion to see? You didn't think that was marital problems?
Sorry?
That's what's meant to be implied.
Sorry, when he's already dead?
Yeah, that's meant to be implied, that they're just having marital problems.
What, the opener?
No, not the opener. Throughout the film, Ben.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, on rewatch, it's like, oh dear.
Yeah.
I don't think Bruce is there.
No.
Yes, I know, obviously, through the film, yes, they can't communicate. And they have to have this opener where it's really pushed home that he's like, you know, he's dedicated to his job and maybe he's not been a great husband and stuff. But, you know, they seem quite happy still. Appreciates the fact that, you know, he's won this plaque and he's
not really sure about their sexy dancing in the bedroom.
The city of Philadelphia felt the need to bestow Bruce with a plaque, just telling him how fucking great he is at his job. And
they called him his son.
I don't see the county of Kent giving me any plaques.
Right.
Do you?
No.
No.
And then, she's a bit, she's a bit odd, the wife. She's a bit pushy, a bit like, I don't know, I just didn't like her.
I'm just disinterested.
What is it, Olivia Williams, isn't it?
Don't know, probably.
Yeah.
Fine. Well, she's just playing who she needs to play. She's playing a wife who loves her husband and is, you know, teamwork. We've done it. You got the plaque. Brilliant.
Woo.
You know,
for the next
Bruce,
year, we're going to chill.
I don't think that's the point, though, is it?
Well, that's what I got.
Why would she think that because Bruce has got this plaque, he's going to now slow down and go, do you know what?
Because he's got the recognition that he finally deserves, and that's what she said.
Does he hint that he's going to go, well, this is it. I was just gagging for this plaque. Now I've got it, and we've got this camera angle where we're shooting into the plaque and it's reflecting off it. Now we're doing it. This is it. I can now take a step back.
It mightn't have been implied, but it might be just that that's what she kind of would have hoped for. If you're asking me, Ben, to fucking use your mic, I have to bend forward, and sometimes I might hit the fucking mic.
Come on, hurry up.
You shut up. Don't tell me to hurry up, Ben.
It's just, I can't get rid of it. Got to keep this in, please.
Right.
Okay.
So, anyways.
Donnie Wahlberg comes in.
Yeah, Donnie Wahlberg comes in.
Looking skinny in his little skimps.
Crazy.
Shoots him.
Basically blames him for abandoning him at his life, that he was left alone because of
very big house.
Mental health issues. Kills him. He's not there for revenge. He's there to avenge, basically.
Who's he avenging?
Don't know.
No, he's not avenging anyone.
I don't know what he's doing. He's very skinny. He lost 43 pounds. Might I just put in again?
Well, Donnie Wahlberg's normally, you know, he's a unit, like his brother. Big blokes, like to go to the gym.
How do you say their name properly? Just out of interest.
That is how you say it, isn't it?
Wahlberg. You always laugh at me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's embarrassing, yeah. You'll get there. It's like trying to say M. Night Shyamalan's name.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
I think I do a better job than you on that.
Well, I'm kind of half kidding, aren't I?
Oh.
I hope it's not offensive. I hope M. Night, when he listens to this, doesn't find it offensive. We're just mucking around, M. Night.
So then we go from your man lying on the bed, and then we're brought on to the next scene, which is quite... Me and Ben had a bit of debate about this scene. We'll get back to why we had a debate later on. But it's...
Why not just have it now?
Fine.
Let's just get it
done, over with. But then it's, you know, just to let everyone know this is a spoiler alert.
Well, as I said...
of the whole film.
The Sixth Sense. It's ingrained in pop culture, isn't it? So I don't think you need to. I always say, oh God, quit! Oh, forget FilmFloggers. We'll forget to say spoiler.
Yeah, well, I've just said it, Ben. So
I think we can get away with it on this one.
So we see whatever you call him, Malcolm, sitting on the chair. What's the kid's name? Cole or Cody?
Cole.
I'm going to keep calling him Cody now. He's in my head.
Well, don't. He's called Cole.
So we see him.
Call him by his real name.
We see him coming out of the house, and he's looking left, right, kind of glances at Bruce. And then he starts walking really fast, and then he starts running. I mean, you were commenting, why is he running? We were kind of laughing at to why is he running and all this. And you've got Bruce following him. And then you get into the church.
Stalking a child.
You get into the church, and then you see him playing with his toy soldiers, speaking Latin, and Bruce approaches him.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say about it, Ben?
Not really.
Okay, so let's move on.
Well, you've brought the scene up, so what do you want to talk about?
So we were saying that, you know, Bruce is obviously the ghost in this story.
Right, so the whole point of it, I was like, oh, so is it implied that Haley Joel, he's called Haley, isn't he? That's his first name.
Don't know. Cole.
I know, I'm just saying the actor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Haley Joel Osborne.
Osborne, that's it.
Yeah, Osborne, yeah. Osborne, Ozzy.
Same thing.
Ozzy Osborne.
Oh.
Does he know that Bruce is dead?
Yes.
So on rewatch, I was like, oh, I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. Maybe. I wasn't 100%, but yes, that's confirmed, is it? That
we debated. That's why he's running, and that's why he runs into the church.
Yes, I think my issue was, well, fine, but every other ghost he comes into contact with, he shits his pants and runs off. So
yeah, but he did shit himself. He was afraid from the very
okay.
beginning. That's why he's running. He runs to the church because that is his safety, because his little tent thing that he made is all church stuff.
Right, fine. But
So
then
it's
Bruce comes in and says hi.
Yeah, and he's a bit kind of, are you one of the good ones, he says. And he says, I like to think I am, or whatever
Well,
he
we've
says.
not seen any good ones, though. The whole film is riddled with just horrible ones.
Well, no, they're not. They're horrible because they're scary to him.
Right.
But they're not all horrible.
But we've not seen him have any interaction with nice ghosts, have we?
Well, the girl vomiting, she's a nice ghost. He's just so afraid.
Yeah, but he shit himself.
Yeah, because if you had seen a ghost then, you would shit yourself.
He only went back to speak to her because Bruce was like, you got to talk to these ghosts.
Yes, because
Cole,
he knows.
what are you doing?
Because he knows he's built up the trust with Malcolm to know, okay, maybe if I do talk to them.
Yes, I know,
that's
but
okay.
he only does it after being prompted by Bruce to do it.
Yes, because then if you've seen a ghost coming along with their injuries present...
I'm not disputing that, Fiona.
You'd be shitting yourself.
I'm saying...
Cole is 9 years of age in this film.
What are you not getting from this point? Every other ghost that he talks to for most of the film, he's shitting himself.
I would shit myself too.
Yes, well, great.
Because
I'm
he
just saying
approaches him.
what he's actually doing.
Because Bruce approaches him and he's nice.
Right, yes.
Fine. Happy?
No.
And he doesn't have the white breath as well. So
The white breath.
He knows that he's not angry because he only gets cold when the ghosts are angry. The temperature drops when they're angry.
Sorry, is that a thing?
Yes. I don't know if it's a thing in the
but
ghost world, but...
Is this made up for the Sixth Sense? Was this
I
a
don't
thing?
know.
I've kind of heard the idea of the room temperature dropping
Yeah.
when there's there's evil around or whatever. But I didn't know if that was a thing that was kind of made up for the Sixth Sense or was an actual thing for ghosts.
He only gets the cold breath when it's angry, isn't it? Like he didn't get... When you think about it, he only got the cold breath when that woman was walking around the house with the slit wrists.
And the rest?
He didn't get cold breath when he seen the ghost hanging in the school. He didn't get cold breath there.
Does he not get cold breath when he's in the hospital and they're having the big reveal?
Yeah, because there was actually meant to be another scene in there.
Uh-huh.
And there was meant to be a scene put in there where he looks actually out the window at that point, and there is loads of mutilated ghosts, obviously, because he's in a hospital. So there's loads of mutilated.
Just floating out the window.
That's meant to be implied in that scene. But Shyamalan took that out because he wanted to keep the PG.
I call him Shyamalan.
Shyamalan, whatever. He wanted to keep the PG rating on it. So that's why that scene was removed. So technically, they should have taken his breath off as well.
Right. Okay. Fine.
Cool.
Right.
So yeah, what about when the mother meets not Shyamalan? The mother meets Bruce for the first time. Well, doesn't meet, but...
As I said, it's hard to talk about this film, isn't it? Because you just want to just go, oh, God, it's so obvious, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because I made loads of notes.
Because it'd be nice to watch it with the one person in the world who hasn't seen it or doesn't know what the big reveal is. It's just not turned on their TV or been on social media in 20 years.
Well, there is loads of little pointers, but then when he's in the church and he says to Bruce, I'm going to see you again, right? He's not really asking it as a question. He's just like, I'm going to see you again, aren't I? Like, I know I am. He's asking it like that.
It's in plain sight, isn't it?
It is in plain sight, yeah. But he would have seen another thing as well. He sees the wounds that people died of. So he sees the slit wrists, he sees the vomiting. He would have been able to see Bruce's gunshot wound from the very beginning, from the get-go.
Oh, yes. That'd have given it
so
away.
He would have known straight away. It was implied straight away that he knew. But it was just hidden quite well because, yes, you were saying he's got his jacket on half the time in the movie, but he doesn't because that's what he wants to see. He thinks that he's living a normal life and that's what he wants to see.
He does pretty much keep the same clothes on every time he sees Cole, does he not?
Yeah, but he's not really in that.
What's he in there?
He's just in his shirt and his thing so he can see his wound.
Oh, is that
because that's how he died.
Right.
So he presents to Cole the way he died.
Can he not just have the bullet hole in his... Oh,
no,
anyway.
because it's all on his back.
God, who cares?
He only sees what he wants to see, Ben.
Says who?
Shyamalan. That's the whole point of the film.
Have you spoke to him not?
Yes, I have. I was on the blower last night.
Right. So he's not wearing his coat then, he's just wearing his bloodied shirt.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
And he probably doesn't even have his briefcase. He probably just thinks that, I don't know about this, I'm now talking shite, but I'm thinking outside of the box, but he probably doesn't even have his briefcase.
No.
He thinks he's at work, but he's not.
Jeez.
He's actually dead.
What's he doing when he gets his briefcase out and is he just playing with his hands and there's nothing in it?
Don't know.
Right, yeah, so see the mum, yes. Yeah, we've met the mum, so in the room, so they're both sitting there, so you think, oh, they must have been talking.
Mm-hmm.
Cole comes in, oh, lovely. She goes off, but then you get that subtle look.
Yeah.
Why is she looking back for?
To make you wonder, Ben.
I know.
To make you think.
Stupid.
To make you think, Ben.
Because why would she look back? And
cleverly
also,
done.
Why does she not ever come back in the whole time?
Because she's cooking dinner. She says, you've got an hour.
They live in a tiny little...
Would she not? I was wondering, would she not hear him talking?
I thought they lived in like quite a a smallish house.
So it's a big apartment.
This living space this lounge is quite
It's a big apartment.
Right. Tiny kitchen, but just humongous
It's not a tiny kitchen. It's a hell of a lot bigger than ours.
Well, yeah, but ours is abnormally small.
Well, no. Well, yeah.
Right, so she goes off to the other side of the house because this apartment's huge, apparently.
And this is where you see Cole's terror for Malcolm. He doesn't want to trust him. He doesn't want to talk to him. He doesn't want to engage. We automatically assume because he's a child psychologist. But it's not. It's because he's a ghost. He doesn't know whether he's a good guy or a bad guy.
I'm assuming that we've just not seen Cole's interaction with nice ghosts because he spoke to his grandma, hasn't he? He's had numerous conversations with old Granny at some point.
He doesn't speak to ghosts because he's still afraid, though. He doesn't understand.
Right, but he spoke to grandma, isn't he?
Yeah.
So that's happened before. So he has had decent conversations with ghosts before. He must have. Because if it was the case where just every ghost who came in, even if they went, oh, Cole, I'm a nice ghost, he'd still shit himself.
Well, yeah.
Right.
So would I.
I know. There wasn't an answer to that, though, was there?
I don't know. Anyways.
You just got to accept that Cole's had interactions with ghosts that have been not so bad.
And then we flip back, so they have this interaction or whatever, and this one step forward if you get the right question, and Cole starts thinking, oh, maybe he can help me. Then he starts getting all the questions wrong, all this shit. Then we get to the next clue, where we go back to the house where Malcolm and the wife live.
Are we not going to talk about the steps? We're not going to talk about that scene. Quite a pivotal scene, isn't it?
All right, go on then.
Jesus.
Go on then.
There's nothing to say about that scene.
Well, go on. Yeah, I'm just have to say it. It's about getting his trust, and then he's wrong, so he's taking steps back, and he's like, oh, maybe I can't trust you anymore. Right. That's what I'm getting from it. I don't think it's that important. To be fair to
M. Night, I think it's quite well done because you get exposition dump during that scene with him, stepping forward and stuff, which is, it's quite reasonably clever how he's done it. But then also you get quite a lot of character development at the same time. So it's quite clever use of the two.
What character development do you get from Cole there, Ben?
Well, in the sense of Bruce asking these questions about what's happened to him previously, how his life is at school, his dad, all this sort of stuff. So you find out more about him without just him sitting down and talk to his mum about it or whatever. You find out a bit more about Bruce.
Well, yeah, he's getting a bit too cocky.
You're seeing him in action, aren't you, a little bit?
Well, I suppose, yeah.
It's the exposition stuff because you're getting all these facts about what's happened, why we're at this place in the film.
Yeah, and even
why Cole's how he is.
And even though Malcolm is wrong in what he's saying, Cole actually answers with the correct answer. So you actually do know that what's happened, why the watch was given to him, why it was left out. You know the answer to that because he's telling him what's happening. Anything else, Ben, you'd like to say about character development?
No, that's fine. Just have a brief chat about it.
Okay, so then hint number 2 is when he goes back to his home place. Well, actually, it's hint number 3, to be fair. He goes back to his home place and, oh God, my back.
Oh, yeah, make lots of noise in that chair.
Oh,
yeah.
Back and shoulders, very sore, guys. Awfully sore.
Oh, I should say before I forget, because I will forget, another clue. Who's paying for Bruce's services? Well, he's got this big plaque at home, so he's obviously doing well. Are you telling me that Toni Collete is paying for Bruce? What's he, $1,000 an hour? She's struggling, working 2 jobs, single mum. Who's paying for Bruce?
Don't know, but maybe he's doing a freebie because he feels so bad about Vincent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Anyhow.
That'd probably be discussed, though, when you probably hear about that.
So scene number 3. Jesus, I'll get there. Cole goes home. No, Malcolm goes home.
Scene number 3?
No, not 3, but clue number 3. Cole gets home. Honey, I'm home.
Are you running through the clues,
Yeah.
Oh, right. No idea.
Oh, right. I forgot to mention that. Honey, I'm home, blah, 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 blah. And there's one plate on the side.
Oh, that's because, she's had dinner already and she's, very cross. And she left the plate out.
Yeah, because he's late home from work again.
Oh,
fucking Cole.
Jeez.
And then he goes into the sitting room.
He's not Cole. That's the kid.
Yeah, no, fucking Cole is what I said.
Oh, you're blaming Cole?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And she's lying down. And as soon as he walks into the room, what happens? She starts shivering.
Right.
Another clue.
Chilly. Yeah.
Chilly, shivers, coldness. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And
it's in plain sight.
It's in plain sight.
Are you watching closely? Oh, that's the Prestige.
That's the Prestige.
That's that fantastic episode on the Prestige that will never be heard.
That was a very good episode. Anyways,
that was very good for me.
Is there anything you want to say on that, Ben?
No.
No. Would you like to say anything, Ben? I feel as though I'm leading this episode.
Good. You enjoyed the film.
Right.
It was fine. It's just, I said, it's interesting just to think about. I'd like to go back in time and watch it for the first time and just be in the audience. Just go where's this heading? What's going on? What's Bruce's setup? What's he doing?
Just going back to what you were saying about the steps and all of that first scene. It's quite interesting at 9 years of age. Cole already knows how to hide what's happening to him. He's saying that, one time he drew a picture of a screwdriver in somebody's neck and he got in trouble about that. But now Malcolm asks him, what do you draw now? And he's just like, oh, I draw rainbows, happy faces, because they don't have meetings about that. I thought that was quite an interesting point. He's like already knows what he's doing is wrong, but he knows how to fool people, basically.
Well, I think the mum's in a bit of denial, though, isn't she? She's in complete denial.
Well, yeah.
When she walks into the kitchen
and everything's open.
And she starts screaming, oh! And he's just sitting there going like, Mama, what are you thinking of this, Mama? Oh, I think you're a fucking freak, mate. That's what I'm thinking. Who's done this?
Look at my face. Does it say that you look like a freak?
Oh,
or something like that.
A few times, yeah. And when she's cleaning up later, and she sees the orb or whatever in the photos.
The orbs in the photos.
That's the first time she's seen those?
Oh, yeah.
How long have they been up for?
Since he was a kid, apparently.
She noticed them all at the same time. I know, yeah, for the narrative.
Yes,
it's pushing it along. We got to get it. But come on. Stupid.
Hint number 4, the anniversary dinner.
What are you thinking, Mama?
Yeah, what are you thinking, Mama?
What do you fucking think?
What do you think, Cole?
Get to your fucking room.
You're weird.
Get to your stupid red tent, you mess, and don't come out.
What else was I going to say? As well as that, why isn't a dog going 90 in all of the episodes if there's always ghosts around? The dog only goes 90 at the end, where he sees the guy with the gunshot wound.
Does he?
Yeah, he goes 90, he runs in, and then she's in the ward looking for him.
Does a dog have the sixth sense as well?
Yeah, dogs apparently do.
Right. What's the point of the dog? Doesn't do anything.
I don't know.
He just gets clothes from
Is that why he's hiding at the beginning? Actually, when she's taking the washing out of the machine, and he's hiding in the basket, the dog, because there's something in the kitchen.
Maybe.
Just thought of that. Anyways.
I'm assuming it's that woman who's opening all the drawers and the cupboards.
Yeah, the slitty wrist one.
The one in the dressing gown, yeah.
Yeah, and she's angry.
She's quite quiet.
Who?
Well, she's angry, but she's very quiet.
Yeah, well, she was obviously in quite an abusive relationship.
Well, fine, but she's opened all those drawers and those cupboards without a hint of a sound.
Well, yeah, she's a ghost. She works fast.
I don't care how fast she works. She's done it
and quietly
in silence.
Oh, yeah.
But then when she's in the kitchen, she's like screaming.
Yeah, but only
she's very cross.
Yeah, but only Cole can see that and hear that.
Right.
So that's the whole point.
But I was just saying, even if Cole can only hear and see it, she must have just walked. She must have tiptoed into the kitchen and gone like, and then walked off because
maybe she had helpers.
Surely she came floating in and went like, "Oh, where's the fucking this?" Cole would be shitting himself. He's just sitting there in silence, going like, "Mama, what do you think, Mama?" Oh.
Anyway, hint number 4 at the anniversary dinner. Dead air. He's just like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late." Blah blah blah. She's not talking to him. You automatically assume that it's because he's late for their anniversary dinner. She grabs the bill, and then she subtly looks up, "Happy anniversary," and storms out. Oh, yes. Another clue.
Still fooled. I don't know what's going on. There's a whoosh. Did you pick up on the whoosh?
What whoosh?
Was that a ghostly whoosh? When he moves his hand to pick up the check, there's a whoosh.
Yeah, because she got it so quickly. That's what I thought. She snapped it off him because she was angry.
Well, yeah, but I don't. There is a whoosh. I'm pretty sure there's a whoosh there.
Oh, I don't know. I know nothing about a whoosh.
A ghostly arm coming across, and because it's just it's air.
That happens to you when you're trying to foot the bill, Ben. You're just very slow at getting it.
Well, I'm not a ghost, am I?
Well, yeah. It's always me doing it.
Doing what?
I don't know. Anyways, so I'm a freak. I've got written here. Mum's called all the time. Disassociation writing. Who, me? Yeah, I am. I'm a figment of your fucking imagination.
That's what people are seeing on the Twitch stream. They're just seeing me next to an empty space, going like, "Sorry, can you get that fucking mic next to your mouth, please? Empty space." Jesus. Maybe that's why people aren't watching, because they're like, that guy's obviously slightly unwell.
Just a bit.
He maybe needs some help.
Just a bit. So now we've got the orb scene, and then we're talking about disassociation writing. Have you heard of that? I never heard of that.
Yeah, I've tried that before a few times.
What exactly is it?
Get up in the morning, have your coffee and just start writing down your thoughts and just let the pen go. You just don't stop.
Like that deaf man did in that film that we watched. Remember, he goes to deaf camp or something and he just writes his thoughts down. Is that disassociation writing?
Maybe.
Oh, what film was
You just
that?
don't stop. You just don't stop writing.
So you're probably not meant to write, "Kill me, I'm going to kill them, you all need to die."
If it pops into your head, if you just got your pen now and just started writing, you go, "Oh yeah, so what am I doing today?" La, la, la.
But then I don't like that scene.
And then you'd run out of things to say, and then you have to think, other stuff would have to pop into your head, like, what's making me upset? What's been happening recently? Oh, this happened. You just keep going.
But then I
dump it all out.
I don't like that. And this kind of ties into another scene as well, because that's kind of implying that they're taking over his body, if that makes sense.
Did the ghost do the writing?
Well, that's what it's kind of implying, isn't it? Because it's Cole's thoughts. Cole's not thinking these things. It's the ghost that's thinking these things. And the spirits are thinking these things. It's the same as when they're in school with Stuttering, whatever his name is, the teacher.
Stuttering Stanley.
How does he know that he's Stuttering Stanley? There's no ghost present at that point, unless it's the burnt teacher. So how does he know all this? at that point in time. That is such it's like that the ghost is taking over his body, making him say all this stuff. And it's the same with the disassociation writing.
Is it not just the fact that maybe Cole's there just writing some lovely notes and then a ghost pops in and starts going, oh,
yeah, but
God,
the ghost,
let me tell you about this.
But the ghost isn't popping into his head. He's not hearing voices. He's visually seeing these ghosts. So they shouldn't be in his head taking...
He is hearing the ghost. They're speaking to him.
Yes, but they're not taking over his brain, basically.
So, if there's a ghost right next to me right now and I'm writing stuff and I can hear the fucking ghost waffling on about their life, I'd be like, oh, for Christ's sake. So then
Yeah, you're probably right. For Christ's sake, this fucking ghost won't shut the fuck up.
Right, yes, in my own head, yeah. But at the same time, if the ghost is there and is just screaming at me about what's, oh, this is happening. I've had such a fucking tough time of it.
Then you need to work on your concentration skills.
Maybe then the ghost, all this negative stuff, the ghost is shouting at Cole. He's then, oh God, I can't think of anything else. I'll just write down what he's saying.
No.
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
If he's able to avoid drawing pictures of fucking people getting killed and draw fucking rainbows, he's able to stop writing at that point. He's able to stop doing it.
Again, it's narrative though, isn't it?
Yes.
It's just another part of the story.
Right.
To see that Cole's there, he's writing
Stuttering
some lovely
Stanley.
notes for himself, and then the ghosts pop up, they start screaming at him, and he's like, oh God, I can't think now, I have to write down what they're saying.
Mm.
Yeah?
Hint number 5.
You're not getting that?
Wife cheating and flushing.
Yeah.
With another man.
How could she?
Considering how lovey-dovey she was at the very beginning.
Yes, but they don't speak, do they?
They don't speak
She's
anymore.
on antidepressants. She just keeps watching the wedding videos. Again, I'm not sure what the time frame of this
Because she's
is.
sad. So she might be sad because they're not talking to each other anymore.
Right.
And that's why she's depressed and that's why she's watching these videos.
I'm getting that, but it's just like, how long has this been going on for? How long has Bruce been going home?
It's only a fall.
How long has he been going home for? You would think that maybe she'd like sat on him or something.
Narrative.
Do you not think?
It's all for the narrative.
He's getting into bed every night, is he not? Is he not getting into bed every night?
Probably not. He's working down in the office.
Oh, she's not talking to me again.
She's obsessed.
I'll try again tomorrow. Or he just sits on the sofa.
Well, he's busy with Cole.
And she just sits down, just sits on him. Oh, what's happened here? Oh dear, she just sat right through me. Oh no.
But he only sees what he wants to see, Ben.
Right, but all he's seeing is his wife just living a life without him.
Well, no.
Yeah?
He's just seeing anger and resentment.
Yeah?
And her not communicating with him.
Right. Oh, so maybe that's happening then. Maybe like several times she's just sat right through him or just walked right through him and he's just gone like, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not in the narrative, Ben. So
yeah.
anyways.
Well, that happens, yeah. Yeah, she just sits on me all the time, yeah.
And then we've got the next scene, which is the pivotal scene. Hint number 5.
Just ignored all that stuff. You're not interested in that.
So of Tingy telling his story, Malcolm telling his story. So he says he's made a mistake in his life, aka Vincent or Wallaberg, whatever you want to call him.
Wallaberg.
He is not the same person.
Wallaberg.
He is not the same person he used to be, and his wife doesn't like it. They're like strangers. And this is when Cole says he would like to tell him his secret. So this is hint number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to say the line, Ben?
Well, I see dead people.
Oh, you say it's a warning.
Yeah.
I see dead
Well, again,
people.
it's just been...
With the white breath coming out, everything.
It's just been burnt into your brain, hasn't it? That line.
And they're green graves, walking around like any other people. They don't know they're dead. They only see what they want.
Uh-huh.
When they get mad, it gets cold.
Is it cold at this point?
Don't know.
It is cold, isn't it? That's what we already spoke about that. It's chilly, isn't it? And this is because there's other ghosts floating out the window, apparently.
No, not out the window. He looks out the window and it must be down at the morgue or the crematorium or something. I don't know. But that scene was cut out.
What kind of view is that?
It was cut out.
Good.
He's seen mutilated bodies all over the place. So, yeah.
Yes, well, that scene, because while Cole's coming out of all this stuff, is he not... He's either saying and it's flashing back to Bruce quite a lot, or there's some bits where he's speaking where it's on Bruce. We're really focusing on Bruce here when he's making this revelation.
Yeah, but that's because Bruce doesn't still realise what's happening. He doesn't realise that he's the ghost.
Yeah, no shit, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's trying to be like the child psychologist and just be like, can you tell me a bit more about that, please?
Right.
Can you elaborate?
Yes, I'm just saying that the camera's
Let
really...
me get my notebook out.
Really zooming in on Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, why are we focusing on Bruce so much?
But then we get that scene where he doesn't believe him. He's just like, I'm going to have to leave because it's impacting my life. It's impacting my family life. So I'm not sure if I can answer your question if I believe you or not.
I think Cole should have said, well, do you know what, Bruce? Here's a fucking spoiler for you. You're a ghost, you prick. How about that? Leave with that.
Dr. Crow, you believe my secret, right? How can you help me if you don't believe me? And I've got a bit of trivia. At this point, he's just like, I can't really answer that call, blah, 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 blah. And then he goes back to his little office in the wine cellar or whatever at home. And he goes back to listen to the recording of Vincent, or what's his name? Wallaberg's recordings. And the voice in the recording of Vincent's session is speaking Spanish. When he turns it right up, remember, he keeps forward and back. and he hears this muffled sound. That voice is actually speaking Spanish, and it's saying, "Please, I don't want to die, Lord. Save me, save me."
Lovely.
And then at that point, he realises, okay, maybe Cole is actually telling the truth here. Maybe there is something going on there. And that's when he advises him, maybe you just need to talk to them and help them. Maybe that's what they want. They just want help.
Yeah.
Then we've got the turning point of the movie.
Bruce has figured it all out.
I missed a hint number 8 as well during that point.
Which is what?
It's when the wife goes in to kiss your man and the thing, and the window breaks all of a sudden. If you seen me going in to kiss another man, sure to God you wouldn't break a window. You'd come straight, what the fuck is going on in here, you slag? Like,
Jeez.
Surely you would. Instead of just breaking a window and walking away. A window that you probably have to pay for.
I'd break the window.
I think you would.
Well, maybe. But then maybe other people would not be able to confront the situation at the time. So they just go, well, I can't handle it. I can't believe it. And just, they're not talking, are they?
But then again,
I've been talking for 6 months or whatever, so.
Oh, this is it. What do they want when you talk to them? What do they want when... No.
Yep. Delivered expertly.
Oh, yeah. So he asks, what do you want? What do they want when they talk to you? I don't know. They just want help. Listen to them. And then we get the next scene where we come in contact with the vomiting girl. What's her name?
I don't think they all want help, to be honest. I think some of them are just, what's he going to do if he just goes, right, to the woman in the kitchen, what can I do for you? What's she going to come out?
Well, she might just be an angry ghost.
Right.
You just don't know.
I don't think that's going to go very far, is it? What can I do for you? What about the bloke in the cupboard? When he gets locked in the cupboard? What can I do for you, man in the cupboard? Where's that going to go?
Don't know.
Nowhere. That explosive rock music downstairs at that party. What the hell was that?
I think that was just to kind of drown out the shouting, maybe. So remember when he was standing at the bottom of the stairs going up, and the bloom was going up and all of that shite? The volume wasn't that loud at that point. It was only when the mother came out to stand at the stairs, that's when you got this explosive rock music.
Well, did the ghost turn that on?
Well, I don't know. I just don't think...
Did he crank up the volume?
Maybe the kids cranked up the volume because they knew what they were going to do. Don't know.
Yeah, but the kids are already at the top of the stairs.
Well, yeah.
It's just so jarring. It
is quite jarring.
Explosive rock music. Is it rock music? It was loud, whatever music it was.
It was rock music.
And...
heavy metal. Is that right?
I don't think it was quite heavy metal, no.
Oh, it sounded like heavy metal to me.
And just having these kids running around and these parents just screaming over the music. How's it going? Shit party. No. Doesn't fit. What are we doing?
And there's another scene actually that I want to speak about. Not sure how, well, he probably cut it out, but Dr. Shyamalan at that point is like, oh, there's the social services here. Social services are here, quite concerned. Your son has all these marks on your body. And I just want to know what happened to my son. Social services there. You had marks on your body. You're not giving an explanation. Your child wouldn't be going home with you tonight. Sorry. Where's your safeguarding referral, Mr. Shyamalan? Jesus. Where is it?
How would you know?
Because I know about safeguarding.
Right.
So that's another flaw.
Have they not got to prove it? Have they not got to prove that the mum is...
If he lives alone with his mother, main number one suspect is his mother.
All right. What about all the kids at school bullying him?
Well, maybe. But there's not a more with a social worker. And would she not be saying at that point in the hospital, where are these marks on my son's body? Where are they? She only realises when she brings him home because there's a tear in his jumper. If that was me, I would just, where are these marks? What the fuck are you on about? Sorry, I don't have a clue. What?
More Bruce just there, just sitting in on the convo.
Yeah, he gets so pissed off, he just walks off to him.
Oh, Christ.
To hear the secret. And that's actually another hint, because at that point you'd be just like, oh, my son is having some issues. I've got a child psychologist here who might be able to help.
Yes, I'm not. He's very expensive. He's very expensive.
He's doing a freebie for me, though.
Apparently.
Anyhow, where were we? So yeah, we see the girl, the vomiting girl. Do you know what that is?
Is that necessary?
I've got it written down.
What?
The vomiting girl, she held breakfast cereal mix in her mouth and then spat that out.
What is that? What's that whole setup with that girl?
So, trivia.
What is that?
She actually had a disease.
So she was sick already?
She was sick already, and the death was a complication because her mother was doing it. Her mother wanted her to keep her sick and not got better. The reason why the girl came back for help is because the mother started doing it to her younger daughter. And that's why she stuck around that girl, was to help her younger sister.
How did the younger daughter get sick initially?
Don't know about that.
Right.
Maybe she just thought, because you hear the whispers when you're walking along. You like this scene. You're walking along saying, oh, now the younger one's getting sick.
Yes.
And all that. So it implies that, okay, that is the mother's poisoning her. Maybe she doesn't have an underlying condition, but it might be something that's, led up to her getting this. I don't know anything about the condition that
The
she
whole
had.
scene's just fucking stupid.
Well, yeah, that scene is a bit.
You've got Cole just walking around this little kid walking around. Yeah, okay, Bruce, he's a ghost, so he doesn't get noticed. No one's challenging Cole. Just walking around going, sorry, who's this random kid? What's he doing here? Anyone know? No? Okay. Walks upstairs to the bedroom. Fine. Yeah, let him in. No problem. He finds this big, massive box under the bed, which the old ghost pushes towards him. Has the dad not found that box? Has the mum not found that massive brown box under the bed and gone like, oh shit, what's
It's not
this?
a massive brown box, Ben.
It's big enough.
It's got a tape in it.
It's big enough.
Okay, fine.
Are you telling me they haven't noticed that?
It's like it's like you're making it out to be a chest of drawers.
It may as well be. It's got a massive fucking video cassette in it.
It's just a video cassette's only small. It's like
Are you telling me that what you say?
It's like a small little notepad.
Your daughter's died. You're going to go and look at her room, are you not? You're not going to start sort of just having a quick look, and you've got this massive brown thing under the bed.
Maybe it was hidden.
Where?
Under the bed and between the wheels or something. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. It was a hospital bed, wasn't it?
It was foolish.
It was a hospital
Silly.
bed. So
It wasn't just the whole scene was stupid. And then the dad then proceeds to then just take this random box from this random child and then just watches it halfway through the wake. And the people in the background going like, Steve, do you want to turn that off? What are we doing? We're here to, mourn the loss of your daughter. You're just watching a video. What's happening?
I found that interesting as well because at the beginning when they were going into the house, oh no, maybe it wasn't. There was a lady getting into the car and she was really upset. I thought that was the mother, but the mother was wearing red.
Isn't red quite a big thing through this film?
Yeah.
It appears a few times. You've got the mum, you've got the balloon. The balloon's like kind of it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I said. Why does clowns always have to be like that? The doorknob into his office is red.
There's a lot of red going on.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. There was some trivia on that, but I didn't write it down.
Oh, yeah. Why would you?
I didn't think it was relevant.
It's boring.
Yeah.
Boring trivia. You only do the good stuff. Why would you?
I just don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, bad scene. Yeah, stupid. And also the video camera she's got set up. So she's set up to...
Video herself.
Yeah. Okay.
Playing her little puppets.
So are you telling me this is back in 99? So I imagine this is quite a big video camera. It have a blinking red light on it, which they used to, which I don't know, do they still do?
Don't know, but maybe it was hidden between the teddy bears and stuff.
Yeah, but it would have been huge. It would have been pretty big. And it had a blinking red light on. You telling me she didn't notice that?
We had a small video camera when I was younger.
Right. I'm not sold.
It was like a handheld one, like that.
But they were chunky.
No, it wasn't chunky.
You'd have to do a fair bit to hide that.
Don't know what size it was like.
And it cuts off. How does it? Who turns it off?
It just plays. The video ends because you used to put a tape in it, didn't you? A cassette tape to record it.
Right, it just ends. Yeah,
just ends.
Right. No, not for me.
Anyways,
not for me. That whole scene, not getting it. No, thank you.
And then we've got the finals. Well, not the final scene, but towards the end, you've got what do you call him? Stuttering Steve, is it?
Stanley.
Stuttering Stanley coming
Stuttering Steve.
Coming up.
Stuttering Steve.
That's really annoying. It's really annoying.
Well, he'd be gone. He just called a kid a freak. He'd be gone.
Well, yeah, definitely. Well, you freak.
That's not very nice for you.
That's what he said. It was funny.
Stop punching the mic.
Would you piss off? Yeah, so you've got Stuttering Steve come up and he's there Stanley.
Jesus, fuck.
He's just like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just practicing my lines. And then you see the woman with the burnt side of the head.
Yeah, so what's going on with this? Because
he doesn't have lines.
Now Cole's having this, he's had this huge one. He's now the talk of the school. He's really popular and he's being held in the air, like the fake story him and his mum talked about. Lovely. What? He's still talking to dead people all the time. So he's still walking around the school sitting there going
he's not scared anymore.
I imagine he's still sitting around the school on a regular basis.
On a regular basis.
Fuck.
Then, regular basis will do.
Talking to dead people. So the only difference is now is that he's talking to them and he's not screaming.
He's not afraid.
And he's not, right.
Yeah.
But if you're walking past him and he's just going like, well, Doris, I think maybe if you do a bit of this and then you go a bit of that. Yeah, sorry, Cole. Who are we speaking with?
He's just practicing his lines.
I'm just talking to Doris here. She's not cross. We're friends now. So, yeah, it's normal now. Oh, okay. Have a good one.
Thank you.
You're now the most popular kid in school.
Yep. And then you got that steam.
It wouldn't work, would it? You'd still question it. You'd go, sorry, who are we speaking with? What are you doing? Just because it's happy now, it's still a little bit out of the ordinary, isn't it? Talking to people who aren't there, talking to ghosts.
And then you've got at the end...
nothing to say on it.
In that scene, you've got the end where Cole and Malcolm part ways. And he's basically asking Malcolm, what does he want? Basically. And he's saying, I want my wife just to talk to me and listen to me. And he's saying, well, talk to her in your sleep and she'll listen to you without even realising it. And then he says, I don't know what they used to say because I haven't got it written down. I must have missed that bit. But basically...
They say goodbye.
Yeah, basically he said, I won't see you tomorrow. Let's pretend that we'll see each other tomorrow. That's what it says, because Cole knows that he's going to pass over because he's going to get what he wants by talking to his wife tonight. And he's going to realise that he is the boogeyman. The ghost.
Yeah.
So then you've got Malcolm come home to his wife. She's shivering.
Oh, God,
she's chatting away.
Such a big twist.
Chatting away to him in his sleep. And why did you have to leave me? Drops the wedding ring. It's on the floor.
Just put it on the finger.
No, because he'd be dug up. If he was buried, he'd be dug up. If he was cremated, you can't have that. You can't have wedding bands on.
I mean, no, for her, on her finger.
No, on his finger. Because he looks at his hand, his wedding band's not there.
Yeah. No, I mean, she just drops it on the floor.
Yeah, because she's asleep.
Yeah. Just keep it on her finger.
Right, but it's probably too big for her. Right. Anyways, and then he realises, oh shit, I'm dead. Fuck, how did that happen? And then you realise he's seeing everything that he didn't want to see. The press in front of the door going down into the cellar, the blood on his shirt, the furniture being moved around in the sitting room, all of that type of stuff. He's just realising now, and then it's flicking back to all of the little hints that I gave everyone. And then he's just, oh fuck, I'm a dog. I'm a ghost.
I'm a dog.
I'm a ghost.
Yeah, well, it's very well done. It is.
It is.
Of course it is.
It is.
It's just, it's one of those things where it's like any film, isn't it? Like any film which has got twists, and even without twists, just an ending of a film can be shocking or whatever. Character revelations, whatever happens in films. It's one of those things where it's just unfortunate where once you've seen it once, it's like, oh, with something like The Sixth Sense, you can go back and watch it again, knowing how it ends, and then obviously go, oh, God, yeah, look, it's right in front of me, yeah. Oh, God, look at that clue. Oh, duh. Missed that the first time.
I thought I held up quite well. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah.
I think it did.
Guess. Does it?
It's not as scary as I remember. I remember, like, when I was younger, I was a bit scared. I had it in my head. Remember I was saying to you, oh, she's going to pop up. She's going to pop up. I had it in my head that it was more, Ben, can you please stop making noise? Thank you. That the girl in the tent with the vomiting, I had it in my head that it was the girl from The Exorcist. And I don't know why.
We should talk about The Exorcist, actually, because there is quite a few parallels with The Exorcist.
There we go. Can we just talk about the bike scene first before we go on to The Exorcist?
Why don't we just talk about The Exorcist now?
Okay, talk about The Exorcist then, Ben.
You have seen The Exorcist, haven't you?
Yes.
Right.
Fuck me, fuck me!
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, that was that time when I went to Universal Studios in California and went on the horror house, The Exorcist, and there was a bloke hoovering next to the bed.
Was he actually hoovering or?
He was hoovering. So I was walking through and I was like, oh, God, it's scary. Oh, you're going to get old. What's her face?
Emily.
No, her name's not Emily.
Oh, Exorcism of Emily
Oh,
Rose.
Carl, what's the girl's name?
Oh,
dear.
Dave and his mates have arrived.
No, that's seagulls.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry. The seagull has arrived.
I can put the noise gate on the roadcaster. You want to hear that?
Right, anyway.
God, what's her name? Check that quick. That's annoying. Maybe we'll do The Exorcist actually this Halloween. Oh, they're really going for it. Can you just hold off 10 more minutes and we just finish this off, please? Jesus.
How do you spell Exorcist? Oh, 1973, yeah?
Oh, they're really noisy.
Regan, is it?
Regan, fuck. Right, so yes, Universal ride. It's not a ride, it was, you can
yeah,
for those
horror houses, yeah.
Oh, very spooky. Get to the bedroom scene, she's going to pop out of the bed.
Would you not have complained about that and got your money back?
Just a bloke hoovering.
Would you not complain about that?
Well, actually, to be fair, the tickets that we got, I was with this girl.
I bet you were.
Sorry?
I fucking bet you were.
Well, I wasn't by myself, was I? Christ.
Yeah. Were you holding hands, walking through the horror house together?
I highly doubt so.
Oh, is this the girl that you didn't like?
Oh, there's many. Many I didn't like.
Oh.
One sitting right here. So anyway, we were walking in Universal Studios, having a fantastic evening. It
10
was lovely.
feet apart.
It was very nice. These people who were leaving gave us these fast passes, thank Christ. Thank God. Couldn't believe all that. If not, we'd have to be queuing for hours for these rides. They were going and they had this fast pass for a certain amount of time, and we managed to get on the rides in like 10 minutes instead of 4 hours. Imagine if I queued for like 4 hours to see that.
Yeah, that disliking to that girl would have been even more.
To see a bloke hoovering round Regan. Oh, man.
Yeah, but why was he hoovering? Did someone vomit or something?
No.
Because it was so
They
scary.
obviously go in occasionally, just hoover up, don't they? I don't know.
Well, sure, he's got to do that after hours.
Yeah, you'd think.
So did she pop up out of the bed or anything?
Yeah.
With him hoovering?
With him hoovering round, yeah.
He probably missed a bit. Missed a bit. You just fucking over there, will you?
Just couldn't. Oh, dear. Yeah. Yeah, not good, that. Anyway, so...
Who was this girl?
Oh, I can't even remember her name.
Oh, was she the one that made you the pie?
Oh, jeez.
Or was that another one?
No, that was...
It's another one.
No, she bought me a pie, didn't she?
Oh.
That's a horror film in itself. Fuck. Jesus. Talk about that on the solo episode. Oh, my God.
That'll definitely make me want to listen to that then.
Horrible.
So can we just go on to the bike scene where
Not
he's
horrible.
talking?
Well, not horrible, just a bit unsettling.
So can we go to the bike scene when he's telling his mother that he sees dead
The
people?
Exorcist. We not even spoke about it. I just said about that random Universal Studios
I thought that's what you wanted to tell me about.
No, just about there's similar things, isn't there? So you've got the single mother and the single child. You've got the
Lone
psychological
child?
Single mother and... Right, yes.
Lone child,
Okay.
not single child.
There's one of them.
Yeah, well,
isn't
lone.
there? However you want to fucking put it. There's one child.
Yes, thank
isn't
you.
there?
Yeah, lone.
Idiot.
An asshole.
They're both dealing with the psychological
Traumas.
fallout from the dad leaving.
Yes.
You've got the priest in The Exorcist.
In the church.
No, I mean the father who comes in to try and, rid the demons from Regan.
Yes.
Bruce comes in. He's not obviously doing the same thing, but he's trying to help Cole.
Uh-huh.
And they both kind of act like father figures in a way, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Both male, both trying to
help
guide the children, help them in different ways.
Sure about that, but yeah.
Well, they are. What's Bruce
Not sure
doing?
about that analogy.
Well, Bruce isn't. What's Bruce doing?
He's just doing his job.
Well, but he's trying to help Cole.
Same with the priest. He's just doing his job, getting rid of the ghosts.
The priest is trying to rid the demons from Regan.
That's his job.
They're not trying to make it worse, are they?
Well, that's the job. That's his job. That's his job role, to rid the demons.
Right. Yeah. So they're doing their job, aren't they?
Yes.
So they're helping.
Yes.
Yeah.
By doing their job. They're not just strangers off the street. Just like, I will come in and I'll do the exorcism.
What's it got to do with them being strangers? What impact does that have on the fact they're strangers?
Okay, go on.
Well, no, you've brought up this absolute dog shit statement, so...
Put your hand down.
You need to elaborate.
Fucking hand down.
You need to elaborate on it.
I just don't agree with you about saying that they're father figures.
Right.
At all. Because I don't see how they are.
Well, because they've replaced the father, haven't they? The father's gone, so the children are potentially suffering.
Yeah, but the mother can't even see
the
Bruce.
The children are potentially suffering from the fact their fathers have disappeared, have gone. So these two males have come in. They're both blokes. They're
to
both
help,
male,
to do their job.
Yeah, and have sort of maybe potentially filled the void of the father leaving, at the same time obviously helping them with the problems they have.
Maybe, but the mother can't see Bruce.
What's that got to do with the mother?
I don't know.
The mothers are irrelevant in this, aren't they?
I don't think Regan takes a liking to the priest, though, Ben.
Well, they're obviously a little bit different, aren't they? Because Regan is possessed by the devil. See, Cole's not. Cole's got a bit of an issue with ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
But it's similar.
Okay.
I think people will listen to
Similar
this.
is good.
People will listen to this would agree with me.
Okay, fine. I'm kind of agreeing with you now, but I don't want to give you the satisfaction.
Exactly, because you're just talking shit for the sake of talking shit, aren't you?
No.
Just trying to be clever and you're not.
Anyways, go on. How else does it?
Well, that's about it. They're the main points I could think of off the top of my head.
All right, there's just two men coming in. Help out. Okay.
What are you laughing at? You obviously disagree with that statement.
I just don't see how it's similar to The Exorcist, Ben.
I've just laid out what the similar things are from The Exorcist.
Not really.
The stories are obviously a bit different.
Very different.
Yeah, they're different.
Yeah.
But you've got similar things within the actual film itself, within the narrative, haven't you? With the characters.
Right.
What are you not getting?
Okay.
What are you not getting?
No, I get it. Yeah.
Oh, right, so they're not both single mothers? No?
Yes, but there's lots of films with single mothers.
You can maybe take other films and compare them to
well, maybe,
The Sixth
yeah.
Sense. I've just used The Exorcist in this.
Okay.
And it obviously came up. You brought it up. And I had a story about it.
No.
And at the same time, I was like, hang on a minute. Oh, The Exorcist. Yeah,
Why did I bring it
there
up?
is similar things going on.
Why did I bring The Exorcist up?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
So you bring it up, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Standard, isn't it?
Anyhow. Okay, cool. Just the bike.
I'm bored of this episode
The bike
now.
scene.
I've had enough.
The bike scene.
What about the bike?
Remember you were saying about his mouth?
Oh, it looks like an arsehole.
So you've got them in the car.
Is that true? Maybe I'm just being harsh on old Haley. Maybe
He's so intense in this scene.
Well, he's intense and he whispers a lot.
Yeah.
Even before that, I see dead people. There's a lot of like, I'm not sure I can trust you. I'm going to take some steps back.
They want me to do things for them. They used to hurt me.
What do you think, Mama? Mama,
do you think I'm a freak? Look into my eyes.
There's just a lot of...
Look at my face.
A lot of intense whispering from Haley.
Not sure how I feel about the whispering. I'm just like, just spit it out.
But Haley Joel is a good actor.
Yeah, no, he's good.
No, he's good in this. I can't deny
that. Shyamalan said that after the interviewed thing, he said that he wanted him in that film. He couldn't see the film without him.
Yeah, well, yeah. He does what he needs to do.
And he wrote the character of Malcolm with Bruce Willis in mind.
Oh, of course. Well, there's only one man for the job, isn't
there? There is.
Well, yeah, Bruce Willis was...
He was good for the job, yeah.
think the last 10 years, Bruce Willis has been pretty insufferable.
I don't think he's been in anything, has he? I haven't seen
Well, he's
anything.
been in plenty, but he's just not.
Is he a bit
good.
like Adam Sandler? Well, Adam Sandler's a bit extreme.
No,
to compare.
he's just become just a miserable old man.
Oh.
It's not even that old, is he, Bruce? He's early 60s, maybe. He's just in shit films. He's just got a bit of a shit attitude. I can't say I've seen a lot of Bruce Willis films recently, but he's, I don't think he's too good these days. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to end it on what Bruce Willis says at the end.
Sorry, what was the bike scene?
Well, no, when they're just sitting in the car when he's telling the mother that, oh, I see dead people. They're there all the
What was that
time.
accent? I see dead people.
I don't know. And Yuan's just standing outside the window with her head all bashed in. And then Grandma, Grandma seen you dancing, you were great.
He's kept that in his back pocket the whole film.
Yeah, because
Like the fact that
he
he
wouldn't
talked
tell the secret. He wouldn't tell the mother the secret.
Yeah, but maybe it would have helped.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe, because his mum's obviously struggling. His mum's obviously just ignoring the fact of all these cupboards coming open and seeing the orbs and the photos and stuff and just, I don't know. What does she think's happening with her son? Maybe
That is a very...
And you got the whole, what goes missing? Pendant or something.
Yeah, was it butterfly pendant? Or ladybird pendant?
Whatever.
Or bumblebee?
And he's just like, yeah, well, it wasn't me. Grandma says sorry about it. She's like, oh, please, give it a rest. Grandma's dead, you clown. Oh, well, bombshell. Actually, I've been talking to her the whole time.
And she comes and visits me and she said, sorry, she just really likes it.
Every day. Oh, God. Oh. What was the question, Mama? Are you proud of me? Very touchy.
Very touchy.
Very touchy.
Right.
No, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, okay. I don't want to start mocking.
In true
the
form
Sixth Sense.
of Bruce Willis, I am going to say, I am going to go now. Good luck.
Is that what he says?
At the end, yeah.
Right. What else is there?
That's it, Ben. That's it all.
Let me just have a quick look at my notes.
Have a quick look at your notes. You finally want to engage in it.
Well, this is me at about 10%, and I think I've sort of blown you out of the water. So
No,
what
I
does
actually
that
did.
say for your input?
Fuck off. I did very well on that, Ben.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
Oh, let the listeners decide.
Yeah, fucking Exorcist.
Hopefully, at this point, by the time this comes out, you'd have done an episode with Mark and John.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Do you know what you're going to do, yeah?
Pretty Woman.
Right, so that's changed. Right, you need to text Mark.
Yes, I will, Ben, but I'm a bit busy at the moment.
I said I'd send him some dick pics.
What?
I said I'd send him some dick pics. What do you think of that?
I don't really approve of that, Ben.
Why?
Because that's rude. Vulgarity.
It's just blokey banter. That's what all blokes do, don't they? Just send each other pictures of their penis.
I don't think they do, Ben.
Do they not?
No.
Oh.
No.
Ghosts are an analogy for carrying baggage from our past. That's kind of the point of this in this film. Bruce is just carrying around all this baggage from his life. Is that the thing though for all sort of ghost films?
I've never been one, so I don't know.
No, but I mean,
well, it's like unfinished business, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, in ghost films, ghosts all aren't sort of angry, are they?
Oh.
It will very much depend on maybe how they've died, what happened in their life. I can see why they stick around because they've got unfinished business, but they're not all angry, are they?
No, well, Casper wasn't angry. Your man wasn't angry.
But are they all in denial? It differs from film to film.
Well,
It's just in this one, this is what's happening. Other films, ghosts know they're dead.
Well, it's like your man on the train in Ghost. He's angry.
Yeah, so pretty much they are quite similar, actually, aren't they? In a lot of films, they're represented pretty similar in the sense that some ghosts are just ghosts and they're not angry as such, but they've just got things that they need to do before they can pass on. Or can they choose if they don't want to pass on? Can they just float around and say, "No, I just don't fancy it. I just like doing this. I don't want to pass on."
Well, that's what your man did in Ghost. He had the white light there, and he ran back to his wife, didn't he?
He was sticking around because he wanted to obviously solve his murder and find out what happened.
I don't know. Can't remember.
He was obviously upset with the fact that he was killed, but he wasn't in. I guess he was in denial initially. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess yeah. So
Well,
I mean, what I'm trying to
you're a
say
live
is,
woman and dead the next.
what I'm trying to say is a lot of these ghost films, it is quite similar, isn't it? It just depends. Some ghosts are different. Some ghosts are just, they're in denial, they're angry. Some ghosts aren't in denial, they know what's going on, but they want to do more stuff before they can pass on. Or are some ghosts just floating around? They're just not doing anything. They're just hanging out.
Chilling.
That's the sort of thing that I can do at the end of my solo episode.
Yeah.
I could just mumble away and just,
I'm just thinking
pose all
about
these
a cup of tea
questions to
now.
myself. Who?
I'm just thinking about a cup of tea.
Oh, right. Okay.
So on that note,
Good
luck.
episode, was it?
I enjoyed it.
Did you like M. Night?
I did like M. Night Shyamalan. I'm going to watch Split tonight.
No, I don't think I'll watch Split.
I'm not asking you to join me, Ben. Funny enough. You can stay up here editing this shite.
Not sure about Split.
I'm watching it.
Okay.
Good stuff, Ben.
Do you want
What
to
do you
say
think?
something about Twitch? Really trying to push Twitch. I think hopefully now we're almost there with Twitch.
Yeah, Ben's going to start solo twitching as well.
Oh, but it's all solo stuff. Solo Twitch, solo podcasting. So hopefully by the time this comes out, I would have got
I thought you were doing some Demon Souls today.
Well, either today or tomorrow.
Oh.
Was there no point saying tale tomorrow? Because obviously
Yeah.
this will be coming out in fucking December probably.
Right, cool. Bye.
Did you promote anything?
Oh,
I've got this new bloated intro, which I've got at the start now, and I've kind of said like, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll keep it, maybe I won't. It's quite bloated.
Uh-huh.
On the fly at the end, just
find us on GameFloggers on the Twitch.
On the Twitch.
The Twitch.
Social media.
Twitter,
Facebook,
Facebook, and Instagram. Oh, and TikTok apparently.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, that's still a work in progress.
Just type in FilmFloggers and find him there.
YouTube, needs to get the old YouTube videos
The YouTube needs to get on the go.
Yeah.
It hasn't been done yet.
No.
It needs to get it on the go.
Who's doing that, anyone?
Yeah, please like, follow, and share or something like that.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. Just thank God I'm not going to need you and Tom for much longer. Useless cunt.
Thank God.
Oh, God, 1 hour 26?
Yep.
Oh, my fuck. Right. Have you endured many sleepless nights, tossing and turning, dreaming of a podcast where a man awkwardly attempts to waffle you to sleep whilst reviewing a film? Please head over to www.filmfloggers.com, where you can find out more information on the Waffler. I'll see you in your dreams or nightmares.